It's going live.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have a spring, summer even. Yesterday was 20 degrees Celsius. It was very hot. So, welcome in Alberta, Canada.
And thank you, Heidi, for
Thank you so much.
monitoring all the comments and welcoming people.
And thank you, Brooke, for writing those timestamps. It's unbelievable. Thank you so much.
A lot of people
So
love
much
you.
hard work, and she's doing this as a volunteer. Thank you. If you take this one off, we are the same.
Except for your jewelry.
Except, yes.
Are you going to use cards
have
today?
everything ready, yes.
Good morning, Heidi, Mathanji, Nancy,
Bridget York,
Judy,
Chris.
Brooke is here, Tina Lanou, Suzanne Borneman, Mary Cameron.
My gosh,
She's playing.
To put my, okay.
Joelle, okay, we're ready to start?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
I am beginning of the new day. And what a day it was today when I heard that Trump said that he is putting 50% more on Wednesday on China. I thought, what a E, and I thought everyone knows what the rest of the word is like. It's ending of D. And everyone, idiot. I'm sorry, it's T. And he will be, I wrote to you, eventually the guys in the white outfit from Department of, I said,
psychiatry or something?
Psychiatry will show up one day. Because you can't run country like.
Well, he's not running the country, he's golfing.
Well,
and he even won.
Of course,
I know.
of course, 2 times, I think 2 days, because it was Friday, Saturday, and he was telling Obama, don't spend that much time golfing.
And how much did you say last time? 26 million plus he spent on the golfing?
A week before.
Yeah.
Was to the week before. This week it was probably far more.
To pay for everybody for his security and all that.
For security. Honey.
But even if he's in a wheelchair and he has a very low handicap, he'll still win.
Of course.
He's just a winner. I'm so tired of him winning.
Okay, this program is for spiritual entertainment only. And I thank you so much, Jennifer.
Thank you, Jennifer.
From NOK, that must be somewhere in Netherlands. I don't know what's. Thank you. And
maybe she'll write where she's from.
And I asked Cheryl when Trump is praying. She said, I don't know. I said, when he's walking up the stairs on the airplane, and he's praying that there will be no wind and not showing his baldness.
He's really bald.
And Jimmy Kimmel was showing that. It's kind of yucky. I don't mind when guy is bald. It's proud of it. He has too much testosterone. But when he is bald and covering this with the feathers, it's not. And that's the only time when he's praying. God, don't show my hair, my baldness at the back.
Now, Netanyahu. Yahoo! Yeah, he's visiting the White House this afternoon to discuss.
It was supposed to be in the morning.
Israel's higher than expected 17% tariffs, also to discuss the war in Gaza and the threat from Iran. What are the conversations that we're not going to hear about in the news? One, two, three.
They are playing a game like the long time ago, the army was, there was no way, no other way. So the big bosses were putting army as elite soldiers,
Mm-hmm.
and they were maneuvering them from one place to another. And I said that Trump will be sending army over there. Well, army, but soldiers.
He's already doing that to the country to shore up for.
Yeah. So this is the game that they will be playing, and as well, he want to negotiate. Trump wants to negotiate how much Gaza it will be his.
Mm-hmm.
Those poor people, they don't care. They took everything from them: freedom, health, houses, many parents or children. And now
Well, it's just a real estate deal. It's not about the people. It's real
no,
estate.
but it's a nice real estate by the water. Okay. Cheating about money, how they can have a good harvest. Motherly. He thinks that will be part of USA.
Gaza?
Part because they will divide them. And eventually it will be all Israelis, but
Now, the overpowering support of the Hands Off rally on Saturday in the U.S.
and in Canada.
and in Canada, it was on Sunday across the country, with the outpouring of the Hands Off support across the nations. Will Republican senators push back against DonDon and his reassertion that their constitutional authority, he has constitutional authority over them, so that DonDon can make the decisions and not Congress? What will the senators do? Like, is it changing any minds?
You're talking about the GOP.
The rally, yeah. Are the rallies changing any Republican minds that are in the Congress? 1, 2, 3.
Okay. If the student was behaving badly in Poland
Mm-hmm.
at school, the teacher had the right to pull it by the ear, and very high. So you are going with your hands, it will be even higher. It was painful, and was taking the student to the principal office. So yes, they will be taken to the principal office. They will have to be responsible to the people
To their
who vote.
constituents?
Yes. They will have to feel that they are they have to make some difference.
If they want to get reelected.
And being suspended, don't do that, the report.
So it's making a difference that the people are doing it rather than DonDon's crew, keeping them in line. They will rebel against it, vote against some of the stuff.
Yeah, they will be afraid of 2028 election.
2026 by-election.
2026 by-election, yeah. So that will be something that they will be afraid of.
More so than
Yeah,
DonDon
like
now.
going to the principal office.
Good.
I never been there. They will say that he needs a healer, he needs a doctor. Juggling with money will be hard for people, and they will not be able to do the job that they want to do. So they will be kind of stopped by promoting Trump.
Yeah, they gave a great big the stuff for the millionaires, billionaires. They gave them a tax break. They voted, both Senate and House voted for that. Now, federal judge Paula Xinix has set a deadline of almost midnight for DonDon's administration to bring home Calmar, that Garcia.
He's from El Salvador, that young man who is father of 3 kids.
Yeah, who was wrongly deported back to El Salvador.
And
prison.
in the last video, I don't know if everyone was watching after the prayers, but I said that the last prediction was that he will be I saw him getting out of the jungle with two friends, and I didn't mention that one was a deer. So it's symbol of a beautiful animal who can attack you. You can't really neglect the deer.
Mhm.
And the other was I didn't knew. That's the reason I didn't say if it was wolf or it was dog,
Mhm.
because the German shepherds, they look very much like. And it when I see a picture, I see for a second. So I saw him walking from that jungle. That there was a storm because I still saw that the lightnings and so on, getting out from there with two other maybe inmates,
Mhm.
because there was other people who were innocent, like that young man who was a tattoo artist, who was gay. So eventually no one is talking about him, but he will have to be out as well.
Now, Stephen Miller has surfaced again in that he has declared that Garcia was a member of a gang, of a designated
And
foreign
Trump was
terrorist,
saying the same thing on the plane. Oh yeah, he was gang of.
and therefore ineligible for any form of release under the law. But Miller doesn't assert that the due process and a trial under the law were required. So he just has ignored it. So he's kind of cherry picking which part of the law they want to
And I
operate.
was for a moment watching Fox News, because there was nothing on CNN and MSNBC. They had ads, so I thought I would check. And they would say, but he was a gang member. No. And they are fighting for him because he was studied to be an electrician. What's wrong with that? There is a good reason for him to be honest guy, father of three. His wife loves him. She is saying, love of my life, my soulmate. And it is so scary for her. She can't even connect with him, not even talk. So is the question, would he be free?
You had said that he was going to be getting out with two
that's
friends.
what I said.
So here's a question. This is from Mary Cameron. Will Greg Abbott, Ted Cruz, and Ken Paxton be voted out of the Texas politics anytime soon? So did you want to deal with Greg Abbott first?
Greg Abbott, he is the one who is sitting on the
In the wheelchair.
wheelchair, and he's governor of Texas.
One,
So smart, oh gosh.
2, 3.
But I'm thinking my husband might not know, so I'm telling that. They wouldn't trust him. He is doing silly things, and the law will be looking at him. So there will be some things that he will have to pay responsibility for doing.
Now, who doesn't trust him?
The people of
People.
Texas. And the second one is who is the second? Oh, sorry.
I have to go back to it. Flips down on me at times.
And tell us if we are still alive.
Ted Cruz.
Ted Cruz, 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
He is standing up to Trump. He said something that that's not a good idea to put those tariffs. So he might be people, he might buy people, he might be protected. 2 angels and some work that he will be doing.
Will he get reelected?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Some wounds will be open again for him. It is like someone who has diabetes and has a feet infected, thinks that, oh, it's all okay, and the foot is still infected after a while because it's sensitive point. So, yeah, he will be some secrets will come out, doctor, and he will be very cautious. I'm not saying that he's not going to be voted again, but he will be different now they're more cautious, more careful.
What about Ken Paxton?
Kim Paxton is the top lawyer in Texas. His wife was testifying against him. Everyone was testifying. He was supposed to be out, and he's still in on that high position.
As a criminal, you have to be in there. So Ken Paxton, is he going to be
And we are talking about
out of politics soon?
3 cards.
1, 2,
Oh,
3.
you know, don't take me wrong, but I see him like a cow who has the ring in the nose to be pulled out of other cows by the ring. So it's yucky, it's dramatic, but he will have to be pulled out of it. He will be again the star. People will be thinking to put him on the situation, but it's on the edge of his journey, and the cliff he's standing on the edge of the cliff. People will make decision, and woman will take his place.
Now,
and maybe that the woman that was for Senator. Tom Cruz, not Ted Cruz. You see how I'm cruising until I get the right name. Ted Cruz. It might be a woman because I saw a woman.
For Ted Cruz?
After him, yeah.
And then as well for Ken Paxton, both get women.
I don't see too good for them.
Yeah.
People are tired of the Republicans.
All this drama, all these lawsuits. Could you please explain, a long time ago and recently here, it was asked, what's your process of getting information?
Okay. My first vision, it was Jesus, that I was praying and praying when I was 16, 17, that I will not get into a trouble on the English lesson exam next day. And I saw Jesus pulling but after praying in the middle of the night, and Jesus was laying on the clouds across of my balcony. That's what the vision was. And he pulled his hands towards me. And I knew my English will be safe. So the next day I was going to school. And after that, whenever I wanted some answer, I was praying, because it is like a mantra. It is like a symbol of meditation. So I was getting one answer per night. It was not easy. And then eventually, when I was doing readings for people, I was holding their hands. When I started with Leszek, I had to hold hands. I would close my eyes and I was able to answer the one question per reading at the beginning. When I wanted to calm down the person who was coming, so I asked them, hold the cards, and I was holding their hands. I don't do that anymore after COVID. It's more differently now. But so I was getting image if there was something going on in the person's life. That was awakening. And then I noticed that people ask me a question, I will close my eyes and I got the message. So it was, I'm letting someone to pull 3 cards. At the same time they are counting for the cards, I'm getting a vision. And it's helping me to get the messages. Now it's like a spitting bullet.
Yeah, it took us about a month though.
Oh, it was taking you to, when Leszek left, I thought, I can't do this. And she said, you can do it, because she was coming to the store and helping me
with
to
questions.
answer.
We'd have to hold hands. And then I said, no, you can do this. Read the question by yourself.
And you can do
not
it.
Holding my hands. And then I asked why you cannot get a vision right away. And you said it's like pulling the peel off the onion, like the layers off the onion. You had to get it down. And then you finally got to the point where you were so excited because you went back home and they were asking questions on the news channels. A question would be asked, and you'd get a vision.
I started getting answers from the questions people were on the newses, and I thought, oh, okay, I can answer this, I can answer that. So I was writing those questions and answering them, and then I started answering people's questions or my questions.
Yeah, but I remember when you were so excited when you finally did it on your own.
Yeah, you see, it's not that you have that gift in one day.
You have to work towards it, yeah.
And even I had that gift when Leszek left and he stopped holding my hands. I needed to readjust my brain.
Mm-hmm. With resistance.
Well, I was very resistant.
I know you were.
I was in a panic, and when we are in a panic, we don't have the good communication even with ourselves.
And I read books and books and books and asked questions and questions and questions.
Good for you.
In order to give you something for your show.
Cheryl is a wonderful supporter.
Lori Sue, Craig, and Clement. Your question, Lori, I don't quite understand it. Are we inevitably headed towards a depression?
If he is still in the power, it's the way.
Yeah. And the second one is, why the enforced fencing around the White House? What is the real reason?
Also, they have the extra.
Is that because Yahui is there? Or is it because he's worried about anything else happening to him?
I see 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
That might stay permanent. He is paranoid. He's so afraid about his safety.
Yeah, well, when they're doing so many things wrong like that, yeah, you should be worried.
And then when he's watching the country is standing
Hands
up,
off. Yeah.
and he thinks, oh gosh, I'm losing my people that were faithful to me. But I don't know if he can really think that straight. That's the reason I said the guys in white uniforms should not, and it should be a big group of those doctors who will be checking his mental capacity. Eventually it will happen. That's my prediction.
Not his friend Ronnie? He's not even a doctor anymore?
Not anymore. Candy doctor. The law will be, and what was the question? Because
About the fencing around the White House.
yeah, they want to be protected. They want to feel in love with each other, of course, and they want to share the money. So now they have that platform that they can send money, the cyber currency, crypto, and no one will know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's just about money. Chris is asking, well,
and it's so odd that Russia was not punished at all. North Korea, and then penguins in the McDonald's Islands get punishment that they got tariffs.
Well, there was a comment that I thought was just very, very appropriate for that.
Yes, and that so ridiculous and obvious, even where his.
There was a comment by CCSR4VG about the penguins, and it's because it's part of Australia, the islands, and Australia is under tariffs for 10%. The comment is, people are sending cans of sardines to the White House to help pay the penguin tariffs.
They should send fresh fish, not penguins. And someone
rotting fish.
I remember some lady, the couple divorced each other, and she left him the apartment. Mm-hmm. Because he had a new mistress, so she left beautiful apartment for them. He paid her off, and so the house is smelly, and they check everything. The smell is still there. So he can sell the apartment, and she left because she said, I can't be around here. I thought that you have a nice apartment, but with this smell I can't deal. Eventually he called his ex and he said, I will pay you half price for the apartment, just tell me what you did, because I know you witch, you did something. And she said, check in the cartons. She put the fish in those rollers. He was opening the windows and the smell was everywhere, even worse. So they should do that to him.
Chris is asking, will Canada trade deals be better in 2026? One, two, three.
Oops. Okay, upside down. There will be more legal things, crying over broken relationships, and the security is not going to be as good as it is. I have to say it. And the vision that I had, it was a cobra. A cobra, when she is ready to attack, is twisted, and then pulling her head up, attacked you. It's beautiful. Because my friend in Poland, he had that symbol of that. It was not real, but I don't know even if it was real or not, because he was in Indonesia traveling. I was teaching him English. And so the cobra was beautiful, and it looks beautiful, but it's ready to attack. And when it's attacking, it's strong and it's powerful. So Canada will be like that cobra, getting ready, twisting and preparing. It will take a while. It's not going to be right away easy, and we have to be prepared that losing money will be, because I saw that card fell down, and legal things will be signed, but broken relationship, that might be with USA, crying over that broken relationship. No one will believe from Canada's side anymore in any commitment from USA to Canada, as long
Depending
as
on who's in, if it flops.
as long as he is in the power. Because 4 years ago we signed that agreement. We were
that he was involved in.
Yeah, he said it's
best
beautiful,
one ever.
Best one ever. He was so thrilled how he stinged us and so on, but we were fine. This was normal. People negotiate. And now he is saying that we took advantage of him. And I told today, Cheryl, I'm going to protest in front of the superstore, because I'm always doing the groceries there. And I'm spending my money there. I'm making business with them, and they are not paying me back. They are not coming to my store. They are not buying anything. Shouldn't I protest that way? Punish them and put everyone in the same shoes? Everyone will say that I'm a cuckoo. Why didn't no one is telling him that he is a cuckoo? You know who I'm talking about. Poor guy. No one is truly. No one is telling him, settle down, start thinking. 50% more on China. That doesn't make any sense. You are destroying the economy in your own country. No, I will close the superstore because they are selling me groceries and I'm paying, and there is no one coming back, and I'm in deficiency from them.
Suzanne Borneman's asking, will the Europeans retaliate soon with new tariffs against the U.S.? One, two, three.
When you bake something, bread, you are putting prepare the dough and everything, and then you are putting in a pan, and then you are touching and making the little bit adjustment so it wouldn't flow over, but making sure that it will bake and it will be safe to put in the oven. No, I think they wouldn't like to do anything more. Just when he is doing something, then he is changing the ingredients of the bread. You have to add more eggs, more, if you are adding more flour or whatever. So I think that will be just reasonable, that they will be trying to be fair. Yeah, working on it, negotiating, angel of negotiation, temperance. And they want to make business. They don't want to cut legs. And they don't want the bread to flow out of the frying pan. No, I don't think they will be unreasonable. They still have brains.
Will Alexandria
Okay.
Ocasio-Cortez replace Schumer as leader of the Democrats once she gets elected as a senator? I don't even know if she's running as senator.
That was odd, because even Bernie, when he was...
He wouldn't answer it.
He wouldn't answer. He was kind of, we don't want her here. But I do think that if she will stay in the House, she might have better chances. She might be the next Nancy Pelosi.
Speaker of the House?
Yeah. I think she will stay in the House. It's better to have the seat that you know that you will have it than lose it.
Now,
and she's better in the House because she has more power to reach more people in the House. House is stronger than Senate sometimes, at least by Pelosi's.
This is to toss salad. The questions that you're asking, we'll answer near the end, because every time we talk about that subject, we get stopped. So at least we'll be near the end in case, we do.
Thank you. Beverly is standing up for me. Thank you.
Yvette Madrid is asking, why is DonDon and Project 2025 trying to crash the U.S. economy? What's in it for them?
Right, 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Money, money, money. In that situation, they love to have the money. They are working on the eggshells, working so hard because of the money floating. Even the cards are always with me.
GGG is asking, who's benefiting, profiting from the tariffs and gaining from Trump, DonDon destroying America? Who benefits?
Putin. When I was even watching recently the video from Helsinki, give me your hand. Sorry. Putin had that way hand, and Trump was on the bottom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, try, and they were holding on that table.
And Trump wasn't just continuously.
No. He was holding and looking at his eyes. Isn't that so powerful? And squeeze your hand a little bit. Yeah, it is showing
who's on top.
I'm on top. So now, and Putin doesn't pay the taxes. The whole world is in turmoil, and he is safe from that.
Plus, the money goes into the coffers of the U.S. government. It doesn't go to the people. It doesn't pass down.
No, 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
And I see DonDon being on the list. Yeah, Putin will be the star. All the money will be kind of accumulating at him because he wouldn't be putting tariffs. No one will be putting tariffs on him. And the struggle will be going everywhere else, the battle, and he will be the winner. he will be laughing like a rooster. Ha ha ha! Wake up, guys. Maybe not. There was some salty joke about chickens and rooster. I'm not going to tell that one. Okay.
Miaj.
Why?
Oh, a joke.
Why the rooster is hitting a hen in the head before the sex?
No idea.
Make sure that she doesn't apply for the alimony when she will have the babies. It's not that bad.
Some of your jokes are, though.
Oh, yeah.
Miaj is asking, will the Republicans eventually turn on F-45? Will they finally impeach him? Will it ever get to that point?
Mm-hmm. Empty pockets. Because they are big on stocks,
Mm-hmm.
they have money. They lost 11%, or today maybe more. Eventually, that will be a problem for them on the Easter table side.
2, 3.
Yeah, they will pull the carpet out from under him. They are confused now, which direction to go. I'm feeling vulnerable. No one is protecting me. My constituents don't want me to be.
So these town hall meetings where they don't show up and the protests are making a difference.
He's doing stupid things, as stupid as can be. And I want to be a star. I want to show that I can stand up for my constituents. So some of them will start thinking that way.
So Lori
Johnson will allow to do that, the Speaker of the House. That will be a different story. But look, in Kentucky, they have those floods today. I'm so sorry. Trump said nothing about this. Nothing. When there was Obama or Joe, he was, you should be there, you should do this, you should do that. But when he is on the power, no.
Are they going to get aid to help them?
And Kentucky is under Senator Mitch McConnell is from there. And Senator Paul, the one with the curly hair that his chin was, because this was Paul Ryan Paul. So Ryan Paul, I think. Ryan Paul is from there. And Ryan Paul was standing up on the last voting against Trump's tariffs.
Mm-hmm.
And Mitch McConnell was voting. So they will start thinking about the impeachment this time.
Mathanchi's asking, could you please put your screen a little bit up so that you can see the painting that you've made of yourself? These are Violetta's paintings.
Thank you.
The one that's reflected in the mirror is her husband, Richard. Mm-hmm. And that painting that looks, the one in her blue dress that she's wearing, it's from a picture of hers. But when you look at the painting up close, I mean, even from here, when I look at it facing back, the lace looks exactly like lace. She's very, very detail oriented, and you're self-taught.
I never took any lessons.
And you were a painter in another lifetime.
Previous lifetime, I was a painter, woman painter, in a court in Russia, and I was not allowed to sign my paintings. My husband was signing paintings, and I couldn't understand that. I thought, Sir is giving him applause, how beautiful the painting is done. It was a war. Mm-hmm. Of painting of soldier on the horse, white horse, and in the army was behind him. And my husband is signing in front of me, and I'm standing in the corner. Everyone is looking at him signing the painting in front of Tsar. And I thought, it was me. Why can't I have the applause? So I was talking to one professor from the college, one because he said, "Oh, you paint naturally so nicely, blah blah blah." And he said, "Who taught you how to paint the flash?" I said, "That's the easiest was. I just knew." And of course, knowing me, I told him about my past life, and he said, "It's a claim. Women were not allowed to sign paintings."
Now, did you not do some restoration work on some of the paintings at the college?
Not the college.
Not the
No,
college?
we have the college, but the gallery owner, Jim, was always coming to my home, bringing me paintings that were in the fire, or they were broken because someone was drunk, or even if the painting fell down because the frame was not strong, it will have a hole. And I was repairing for them. And I asked him, "Why are you not going to ask the students or teachers from that college?" And he said, "You are much better." So it was so nice of him.
Now, the same as you did a repair on a statue for the church as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I showed this a few years ago,
Mhm.
about 3 years ago.
Yeah, very, very talented lady. Mathanji's asking, do you see an attempt on the Orange Life this Saturday, April the 12th? The Simpsons predicted this, and people are wondering if this might be true.
This Saturday?
The 12th. Signs are changing and
What
everything.
was there?
Well, it was on, the show The Simpsons.
Yeah, I know. She sent me so many
Yeah.
times.
Do you see an attempt on DonDon's?
I said there
Person.
will be two.
Yeah, you said there was going to be two. Will there be one on April the 12th?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, it's like I pulled those 3 cards, but when you are pulling cards and not looking at this and pushing back. So I think it will be pushback. Maybe not this.
Not on the 12th.
Not on the 12th. Surprise. He will be very well protected, and judgment. Ooh, someone is making a judgment on it. So who knows? It might be attempt.
Yeah, because the pushback, it's starting, and then it's pushed back.
Pushing
it's not
back.
Successful. It didn't fall out.
No, someone pulled the card and then push it back.
So he was okay. So Earthly Essentials is asking again about Stephen Miller.
Oh boy, this guy.
What is his near future?
And he's Jewish, and he hates Jews.
Yeah.
And he hates immigrants. Even his family is all immigrants.
Yeah, he's not liked by his family, that's for sure.
No.
1, Stephen Miller's near future. 2, 3.
Going towards divorce.
From his new wife?
New wife, yeah. He will be leaning to Trump will be leaning on him too much. He will go different direction. The Shoiki Tower. He was married for years, so that's enough for him.
Did she finally realize that he wants to take away her vote?
Checking.
Finally read the 2025.
Who did you voted for?
Um,
She was working with him before, so I don't know if she's still working there. But maybe she saw what the most monster he is towards people.
Didn't she realize that the first time?
No.
Melanie, I guess it's Melanie.
So Melanie is the melon.
No,
Oh,
this is a lady who's asking.
Okay.
Melanie, Marroquin. Can you read on what the relationship will look like for Canada and the U.S. based on who wins the election in Canada? And the election in Canada is
So
on
why is
April.
Melanie?
She's asking the question, this lady.
Oh, that's her name. I'm sorry, I didn't want to make fun of your name.
So what can you read on the relationship? What the relationship will look like for Canada and the U.S. based on who wins the election in Canada?
In Canada, 3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Everyone will be praying. So there is probably who will win wouldn't have the freedom of doing whatever they want to do to be in USA. Like, if there is if there are conservatives, they wouldn't be able to be. I see prayers.
The conservatives in Canada are the same as the Republicans in the States.
Yeah.
The liberals are like the Democrats in the States.
And the conservatives want us to be connected,
Yes.
especially our premier.
Our premier, yeah.
Yeah, Smith, she wants us to vote if we want to stay with Canada or if we want to go to USA.
Yeah, she wants that.
So people will be praying. Again, that it's not going to be financially safe. I thought that I put that card proper way. And what we will put, we will receive. So we have to vote for who we want to do it. And Queen, why do I see Queen? And I know we didn't see she's not even on the voting list anymore.
Who?
The lady in green dress that I was talking.
Oh, no, she's not.
So
you thought that the Liberals here was going to win the last election, or this coming election?
But not everyone thinks that way.
No, not everybody thinks that way.
No, because they have the issue with Trudeau that he was doing too many things. And then they have Trump, someone like Trump, and then they think, well, where was my brain?
Is Trump planning?
Biden was too good, so.
Amy's asking, is Trump planning a war with Iran? He's moved the troops closer.
That's what I'm worried.
1, 2, 3.
Symbol of cutting the ribbon. So there is some beginning of something. When he is cutting the ribbon, it's usually the project.
Mm-hmm.
In this, the ribbon has black, blue, and red color. I don't know what his problem is, but he will be starting something. Shaky Tower. Fulfilling his dreams, and we will not trust him. Americans don't want to send soldiers for some, who knows what kind of war. But DonDon thinks if there is a war, they can't vote for new president, so I can stay as a president as long as.
That's always start a war.
To start the war this time. I was upset that he didn't start it the last time. But there will be no elections, and he wants to start early, so it will be enough time for him to. Okay, are we done?
Yeah, well, last question. It's about the Canadian election.
Don't kill me.
Could you draw cards? What are your visions on who will win the election? You kind of skirted it a little bit.
You see, it's wishful thinking. It's like I'm
get rid of that part and go just to your vision. Who will win the Canadian election? The party? 1, 2, 3.
2 motorcycles are going, and the left one is going faster.
So the left is Liberals.
Yeah. Liberals family, they will be doing better job, or they are calling me all the time, and what they will put, the people will put, they will receive. So not
Canada's mostly leaning left. It's a center left country.
That's what I'm seeing. I know you shouldn't ask that because.
Well, in case we get cut, but I mean, I'm trying to do my part. We're on the 9th week on protest, and we're making a difference.
Yeah.
So much so that they're starting to the opposite side, the conservatives are starting to watch us at our protests.
I'm not happy what I saw.
No, that's good. The blue. The
No,
left.
I left.
Left is right is far right, which is Smith.
Oh, okay.
Left is heading towards.
Oh, okay.
That's the blue in the States.
All right. Thank you.
They're opposite.
Oh, okay. I thought, well, you are not acting the upset
No,
way. And
No, because our premier is far right,
okay.
and
Oh.
so is the one who's running for the conservative. He's far right too.
Call me Blondie.
So prayers.
My gosh, there was so many.
The tornadoes and flooding in Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Texas, it goes from Texas to Ohio, and flooding is dangerous. I mean,
The
you look
flooding
at it,
in
it's up to the tops of the
Kentucky.
car.
Oh my! And those people are losing everything, and so hard to recover from something like that.
Barbara Gregg is asking for prayers for Eric and his family. Eric is currently a patient in a hospital in Houston,
cancer.
Texas, and says, yes, we believe in miracles. And we know that prayer works. It does help.
And there was one lady that she wanted prayers for herself. Oh boy, I said that I will pray for her.
And Biscotti, Luigi, having trouble with breathing, unable to attend the protests. So prayers for Biscotti, Luigi as well.
Okay. There was some here, but and Patty Palmer is saying that it's hard for her because she lost her daughter
A year ago.
a year ago, and it's hard for her. So, Patty,
Please get counseling as well.
you need to.
Because you need a support group that's with you.
You have to find something that will take your attention in living in the past.
Now, there was a lady who had written a comment, and she was feeling really overwhelmed and depressed and everything like that. And we were talking about going out, and, you know, at that time I was going out and doing the protests, etc. And she joined a group to help out. And she wrote later that because she had done that and gone outside of herself, it's in the giving that you receive. You get more back when you give.
Yeah.
Because it keeps your mind off and you have another purpose rather than dwelling. So again, everything is an experience, and it depends on if you take it as a negative, which means you keep on reliving it, or if you take it as a positive, something to move on from and give because you've had that experience. Life works in amazing ways, and look at how you've come through even Lashek's passing.
And it's not easy. He
No.
visited me tonight in the dream, and I was looking for a little animal for him, and you know, it's very hard to deal with it. But then I'm thinking, you are there in my living room.
You're safe.
You are safe. I don't have to worry that you are hungry, that you are homeless, that you are suffering, because he was not contacting with us for the last 3 years. Or 5 years, since 2019. But when he went to USA, I lost completely contact with him. Otherwise, I had some messages from his friends when he was in Canada. And and he was doing videos, so I was observing him all the time. But when he went to USA, he had 2 scripts. I knew that he wants to show those scripts to the producers, and no one wanted. Very ambitious, but because he had he was high function Asperger, you couldn't force him to do something that he didn't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And now he is with me, and I'm talking to him, I'm laughing with him, I'm arguing with him. Whenever I feel like it, I'm getting it out. And, you know, he is not able to go in the evening for the parties, so I can't be worried. Since he was a teenager, I was always worried about him. And now I don't have to, so I have to enjoy what I have, not what I don't. We can't rebrain ourselves.
And I mean, considering that you've also gone through the robbery.
robbery and worry about my husband's health and so on. So it is so much.
So now it's Monday, which go back to Saturday's video.
Okay.
Anyone who wrote a comment on Saturday's video is eligible for a half an hour complimentary reading, and it's gifted by Janet and Tom Berg, B-U-R-G.
And I know there was some lady who asked me to pray for her. And I thought, oh, it's one of the top, one of the first ones, but it's far away from the top. Okay, so I'm going to look at the comments first. We have over 400 comments, and I'm moving my finger. And Cheryl will be so kind eventually to free me from that hard duty. Okay. Jennifer Oster, EF4IS. I appreciate your insight and humor and incredible skills. Thank you so much to the books. May God health and peace about them. The same to you, Violetta and Cheryl. You are wonderful together. Much peace to you as you mourn to lose of your son. I know he always is close to you. Isn't that a nice message for me?
And so who is the name again?
Jennifer Foster.
Okay, and take it.
Pin it. And Jennifer, please write me email with your phone number, Violetta@outlook.com. I will be writing this under the previous Saturday video. But lately I had problems with my emails. So you can find another email if you will have a problem with this one. And I'm usually answering in a few hours from receiving the email. Saturday I was working, so I was late. But I will try it right away to answer. And on my website, that lady found the way to connect with me.
PsychicVioletta.com. Did you get in touch with Gamma Jolio?
Not yet.
Have you got an email from?
I did got the email.
She was asking because she's tried and she won last week's reading and she wants to connect with you.
Okay, no, I thought that it's the Joe. No,
Joe, and it's Jonelle Rob.
No.
is the email. Anyways, we'll check and see whether it went to spam.
I checked in the spam. There was nothing with the other lady because she said that she had. Okay. I thought that you were asking about that company who wanted to do interview with me about the past lives.
Yeah, no, that's not the one. Gamma. Anyways, if you could try again on her Psychic Violetta at outlook.com, and the same as the winner that just won now, if you could contact Violetta at psychicvioletta at outlook.com, and particularly with your phone number so that she can arrange for a reading. Mm-hmm. So both of those people, please do contact her as soon as possible. Hopefully
I want to do it as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm. Keep up on it.
Thank you so much, and see you Wednesday.
Yes, Wednesday.
Okay. Granny's advice: if you have cedar trees around your property, and they are getting rusty, give them a little shot of maybe that much, like two of those candles, that much of ammonia, and with bottle of milk, 4 liters of milk. Mm-hmm. Water, but I'm using the milk bottles, 4 liters, and I'm putting under every tree, and they are not getting rusty because otherwise you may lose your cedar trees. And this is the time in the spring that you have to do it, in spring and in fall. Mm-hmm. See you Wednesday. Bye-bye, my love. Bye-bye. Lovely people. Thank you. Thank you. They said they banned